when I get letters in the mail, I save them. And I keep them in a nice tidy stack. And I'm not going to show you addresses or anything, but I keep them all. Okay. And I usually put them in a kind of a scrapbooking type journal format. And I just tuck them in and I write notes around the letter as to kind of who it came from, etc. But then the next step in my process is I write letters. So one of the things that I do is I collect stationery and cards, stickers. I've got all kinds of stickers in this tin. I love the little tins because they carry nice things. I also like the big boxes of stationery. I used to have a tin that I could put all my cards in, but I don't know where it went to. This is one of my favorites. I think this is the last one I have of this one. Absolutely love it. One of the other things that I collect is I collect these little books of stickers. So you get a variety of stickers to decorate your cards, and I like flowers. They're some of my favorite sticker books to get. And I try to get them on sale. So like one of these picture sticker books can be as much as like $20 when they first come out. So I don't buy them at that price. I wait till I have a coupon, like a 50% coupon, and then they're marked down 50%. And I can get a book like this for like $5 or $6. So just, you don't have to spend a lot of money to get started. I like to write letters on either large yellow Staples pads. I do have a smaller lined pad that's a little different. This is probably my all-time favorite paper. It's an artisan paper. It doesn't have any bleed through, and the back side of the paper is line free, so if you wanted to draw images on the back, you could. The other thing that I write with most often is a fountain pen. So this is a fine-tipped fountain pen. You can see it's a fine-tip fountain pen. I do have other fountain pens. Pilot Varsity comes in colors. I also have some fountain pens that are like calligraphy tips. I have this one I don't use as much. This is a larger fountain calligraphy pen. There's another Varsity pen. And I do like fine tipped pens, so the Penpal RSVP is nice. This is a micro 207. I really like the fine tip on this one. I have another one like that. Now, when I use color, I do use Crayola markers. I also use these. These are like Michael's brand colored pens, and they have a very, very fine tip. I don't know if you can see that. It's a really fine tip, finer than a Sharpie fine tip. So it makes really nice, rich colors. This is a Staedtler Triplus fine liner, which I love that brand as well. They're absolutely phenomenal. I have so many pens. If I want a thicker pen, which sometimes I go through a phase where I like to write with big, bold, black lines, I'll use a Papermate felt tip pen. And this is probably my follow-up from my fine tip. I love the felt tip pen. I love sealing wax, and I had a custom sealing wax made of my device, my SCA device, and I keep it in a little box here. These wax rods actually can go in a glue gun if you wanted to use a glue gun. I don't. I actually use a candle, and I use my little I don't know what the word for this is, but my pour-y thing. So I heat it up over the candle, and then I pour it onto my paper, and I use my sealing wax. You can get sealing wax in this form, in this form. I have found that the stuff that goes in the glue gun is a little bit more flexible. So there's actually a bend because it's a glue. It's not just a wax. This stuff doesn't bend. This is hard. So if you're sealing something with a sealing wax that you want it to have a little bit of flexibility on the envelope, use this stuff. If you just want a regular hard sealing wax, you use this. Something that I will say is before you put sealing wax on something, know that you still need to put that envelope inside something else. You don't want to send anything with sealing wax through the mail. It'll mess up their machines and they get really irritated with you.
Greetings this Yuletide season. During this dark time of the year, we are drawn to family, friends, and companionship. In history, this is often linked with long, cold nights, the last feast before the long days of hunger, a celebration to give thanks for life and to honor our ancestors, the birth of the Winter King, giving hope to the coming spring. In our modern day, we have electricity, lights, and abundance of food, materials, and wealth compared to even 100 years ago. I wish you the happiness that comes with personal abundance of relationships, community, and camaraderie. This year has been difficult on all of us, with lockdowns, a pandemic, employment changes and stressors, friends sick, many in isolation, and those of us touched by death. I think the solstice this year is even more powerful than ever. We need the reminder that the dark time is not forever, but just a small blip in the universal ball of yarn we call time. You will endure, you will rise up, and you will shine. I send you the blessings of the solstice light, bright on the glistening snow, reflected in the falling snowflakes, and the dance between our Mother Earth and Father Sun in the skies above us. Blessed Yule. P.S. I have also included one of my favorite poems by Rupert Brooke called Finding. Finding by Rupert Brooke, written in 1909. From the candles and dumb shadows, and the house where love had died, I stole into the vast moonlight and the whispering life outside. But I found no lips of comfort, no home in the moon's light, and no meaning in the voices. Far over the lands and through the dark, beyond the ocean, I willed to think of you. For I knew, had you been with me, I'd have known the words of night, found peace of heart, gone gladly in comfort of that light. Oh, the wind with soft beguiling would have stolen my thought away, and the night, subtly smiling, came over the silver way. and the moon came down and danced to me. Her robe was white and flying. The trees bent their heads to me, mysteriously crying. And dead voices wept around me, and dead soft fingers thrilled, and the little gods whispered, but ever, desperately I willed, till all grew soft and far and silent. And suddenly I found you white and radiant, sleeping quietly, far out through the tides of darkness, and I there in that great light was alone no more, nor fearful, for there in the homely night was no thought else that mattered, and nothing else was true, but the white fire of moonlight and the white dream of you. I hope you enjoyed this really quick video on my solstice letter and card writing. Just a really quick video to share with you. It's one of the joys that I have of the holidays. I really enjoy this activity, and I wanted to share it with you.